Now see the 8th question in exercise 2.5. This one you can do it as a homework. I will explain how to solve this problem. So here what's the question given here? Arvind has a kitty bank. It is full of 1 rupee and 50 paise coins. So here Arvind has some money and it is full of 1 rupee, and in that all are 1 rupee coins and the 50 paise coins. Now here what is the condition given here? It contains 3 times as many 50 paise coins as 1 rupee coins. That means you don't know how many 1 rupee coins are there. Let us consider it as x. But in the condition, what is the condition given here? It contains 3 times as many 50 paise coins. That means if 1 rupee coins are x, then the 50 paise coins will be 3 times of that. That means 3 into x. So here they have given here the 50 paise coins are, which is 3x. Now here they have given the total money. What is the total money they have given, which is 35. So here if you add these two values, you have to get here 35. But here you can observe that here rupees are there, here paise are there. You need to convert this one into the 1 unit. So if you convert this one into the rupees, you will get here 3x by 2. Right? You know that if you 250 by 2 combine together, you will get 1 rupee. So here if you divide this with 2, you can convert this one into the rupees. So here how many rupees are there, which is x. Now the total value they have given as 35. Now based on this you need to find how many 1 rupee coins are there and how many 50 paise coins are there. So here calculate it. How do you solve this one? 3x by 2 plus x is equal to 35. Again, what's the question given here? Arvind has one piggy bank. In that all are 1 rupee coins and all are 50 paise coins, and they have given the condition about the these two coins, and they said that how many 1 rupee coins are there. If you multiply that with 3, you will get that many of 50 paise coins. So here let us consider the 1 rupee coins as x. Then what will be the value of the 50 paise coins, which is 3 into x. Now here since the units are not same, you need to convert into the rupees. So here we have divided with 2 so that we changed these two values into the form of the rupees, and they have given the total money in the kitty bank, which is 35. Now you need to calculate how many 1 rupee coins are there and how many 50 paise coins are there. Now here calculate here what you get here after taking the LCM. Here you will get 3x plus 2x by 2 is equal to 35. What is the value of 5x? 3x plus 2x, which gives you 5x by 2 is equal to 35. And you know that 5 ones and 5 sevens will get cancelled. If you are taking the division, if you take into the right hand side, it will become multiplication. So that you will get 7 into 14, which gives you 7 into 2, which gives you 14. This is what 1 rupee coins. Now you need to find 50 paise coins also. If you want to find the 50 paise coins, they have given in the question. If you multiply with 3, you will get the 50 paise coins. So how much you will get the 50 paise coins, which is 14 into 3. You know that, which gives you 42. So we have calculated the number of the 50 paise coins and the number of the 1 rupee coins. This one you can do it as the homework. So 8th question. Just I have explained everything. You need to write this one in the proper manner. Now see the 9th question here. Here in the 9th question, what they have given here, A and B together can finish a piece of work in 12 days. If A alone can finish the work in 20 days, in how many days B alone can finish it? That means here let us consider two persons are there, A and B. A and B has completed one work in how many days they have given? In 12 days. In 12 days, A and B completed one work in 12 days. But in 1 day, how much work they will complete? So write it here. This is A and B together can complete the work in 12 days. So what they have given, A and B are two persons are there. They have completed one work in 12 days. Now here in 1 day, how much work he will complete? What we need to do? Just you need to take the reciprocal of this value. In 1 day, he will complete 1/12 of the work, right? and after that similarly they have given here the next one A alone. The same work, if there are two persons are there, these two persons are doing the same work in per days, but the same work the B can alone do it in how many days? They have given 20 days. So here the same work B can do in 20 days, but in one day how much work B can do here, which is nothing but 1/20th of the work he can do. Now here in the question, A alone can how many days A alone can do the same work. So here if you want to find it here for A, what we need to do? We need to subtract these two values so that you can come to know in how many days A alone can finish the same work. So here after subtracting what you will get 1/12 minus 1/20. Here both A and B together can finish a work in 1/12, and after that B alone can finish in one day 1/20th of the work. Now here you need to take the LCM of these two values. So take the LCM. How do you get 12 and 20? And you know that the LCM of 12 and 20 which gives you 60. So how do you solve here? You know that 2 6 are 12 and 2 10s are 20. And similarly here 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. Now here what is the LCM? You need to take the product of these three values, four values, which is 2 into 3 into 5. What is the value of 2 into 2? 4. 4 3s 12 and 12 5s are 60. So here you got the LCM which is 60. Now like it here, A is equal to 60. In 12 table when you will get 60, 12 5s are 60. So here multiply with 5, you will get 5. And after that in 20 table you will get 3 times. So multiply with 3, you will get 2. So what is here you got, which is 2/60 and which gives you 1/30. So here in one day A alone can do the work 1/30th of the work he can do in one day. So how many days he will take to calculate the whole work, which is nothing but just write the reciprocal, which is the 30 days. This is the problem. Again what they have given here, one work is there, that work two persons are completing that work. Let us consider those persons as A and B. A and B completing one work in 12 days. The same work B is taking 20 days to complete the same work. And in the question they asked, if the same work, if A has to take, how many days he will take to complete the same work. Now here for do this process we have calculated in terms of the one day. In one day how much work they will complete? 1/12 of the work. And similarly in one day we can complete 1/20th of the work. Now we have calculated in one day how much work the A has to be done. So here for that we need to make the subtraction of those two values, so that we got it here in one day 1/30th of the work he can do. Now here how many days he takes to complete the whole work, which is nothing but the 30 days. This is the problem. Now write it here. So like this here, A and B can together complete the work in how many days they have given? In 12 days. So write it here. So in one day A and B complete the work how much work they will complete, which is 1/12 of the work, right? So here and after that they have given A can complete the same work in 20 days. So in one day how much work they can complete here? Therefore in one day A's work how much which is 1 by 20. Now calculate here in 1 day. If you want to calculate here, you need to take the subtraction of these two values. Just now we have calculated the LCM, we got it as this one. So here, how much you got, which is 2 by 60, which gives you 1 by 30. This much of the work he can do. Therefore, we can alone complete the same work in how many days? In 30 days. This is the problem. Now here, see the next question, which is the 10th question. Here, what is the 10th question given here? Listen here. If a train runs at 40 kilometers per hour, it reaches its destination late by 11 minutes. But if it runs at 50 kilometers per hour, it is late by 5 minutes only. Find the distance to be covered by the train. Here, to understand this question, let us draw here what they have given here. One train is there, and if it is traveling at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and it reaches its destination, that means where the train has to reach that place, it is late by the 11 minutes. And the same train, if it is traveling at the rate of 50 kilometers per hour, and again it is late by 5 minutes. Now, how much distance the train has to travel, you need to calculate here. Let us suppose here, this is the distance the train has traveled. Let us suppose it is the starting point and it is the destination point. Now here what the question given here, a train runs at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. That means in 1 hour the train is traveling at a distance of 40 kilometers. If the train is traveling at a distance of 40 kilometers and the train reaches late, that means here the train has to reach this position, but it late by how many minutes? Which is 11 minutes. So here, what is the total time the train has to reach the original time, which is 10t plus 11. Let us suppose the time taken by the train, which is, let us suppose it is t, but here it is late by the 11 minutes. So if you want to calculate the actual time, you need to add it here t plus 11. This is the actual time the train has to take to reach its destination. Since here you can observe that what are the units here? Kilometers, which is nothing but the, you know that kilometers, it is the unit for the distance. So here this is the distance and you know that this is the time. And what is meant by the distance by time? Which gives you speed. Right here, that means here the speed of the train you have given. If you want to find the distance, what we need to do, you know that speed is equal to distance by time. Since here we need to calculate the distance here, let us take this time to this side. You will get here speed into time, which gives you distance. So here, if this train is traveling at a speed of 40 kilometers, and what is the time the train has to take, which is t plus 11, so that you are getting the distance. Now this one you need to calculate, and again the same train, if it is traveling at a speed of how much they have given, 50 kilometers per hour. That means if the speed is 50, how much the train is late, which is given as here 5 minutes. So here what is the actual time, which is t plus 5. So this will be the actual distance. If you take here the speed as 50 kilometers per hour, this is the actual distance that the train has to travel. And if the speed is 40 kilometers per hour, this is the actual distance the train has to travel. Since here and in this condition and in this condition, since the distance are same, you can equate these two values. Here you can observe that the RHS parts are same, the distance is same. So you can equate these two values. So after equating these two values, what you will get here, 40 into t plus 11 is equal to here 50 into t plus 5. Now from this equation you can calculate the value of t. So but in the question they ask the distance. If you want to find the distance here, you know all the terms here, all are numericals only. Here 50 is there, here 5 is there, but you don't know what is the value of t. If you calculate the value of t, you can come to know what is the distance traveled by the train. What is so now you need to find the value of t. For that reason, we have equated these two values since the distance is same. So here what will get multiplied with 40? What will get 40 into t, which gives you 40t, plus 11 into 4, which is 44, 440. Here what will get 50 into t, which gives you 50t. Now just multiply with 50 to both of these values. 50 into 5, which gives you 2500. Now here, and after that take all the t values to one side. So what will get here? 50t minus 40t is equal to, here what will get here? 440 minus 250. So what is the value of this one, which gives you 5t is equal to, what is this value? 440 minus 250. Calculate it here. What will get here? 0. So here 4 and here 3. And what is the value of 14 minus 5, which gives you 19. So here you will get 190. Here you know that 50t minus 10t, which gives you 10t. So here what? Here 0, here 0 will get cancelled. You will get the t value as 19. Now you got the t value. If you substitute the t value here, you will get the distance travelled by the train. So here in any of the equations you can substitute here. You will get the same distance because the train is the same. So here substitute in any of the values here. 40 into, in place of t, what you got it here? 19 plus 11. So what is the value of 19 plus 11, which gives you 30? So here you will get here 40 into 30. What is the value of 40 into 30, which is 1200 meters. And you know that the distance here is meters since it is given in the form of the kilometers. So here what is the total distance travelled by the train, which is 1200 meters. Again I am explaining here. What is the question given here? If a train is travelling at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, that means the speed they have given, and it reaches its destination late by 11 minutes. That means you know that if it is late, what is the actual time the train has to take, which is nothing but t plus 11. So here we know the speed and we know the time. Here in the question you need to calculate the distance. So here you know that speed is equal to distance by time. So what is the, how do you find the distance? If you are multiplying the speed with the time, you will get the distance. So if the speed is 40 kilometers per hour, the time they have given as t plus 11, and if the speed is 50 kilometers per hour, and the time they have given as t plus 5. And here, since the distance travelled by the train is the same, now equate these two values. After equating these values, you have to we have get t as 90. Now here substitute this t value here so that you will get the distance travelled by the train. This is the problem. Now I will write it this one. So here the 10th question, what's given here? If a train runs at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So I am writing directly since the distance is same. We know that what we know here, we know that speed is equal to distance by time. Right? So here what you will get? You will get here speed into time, which gives you the distance. So here what you will get here? Write it here. If the train travels at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, it is late by how many minutes? 11 minutes. Therefore, the distance will be how much? The distance will be, which gives you speed find what is the speed here 40 and what is the time which is t plus 11. This is the first one. Let us consider it as the first equation. Now here the same thing, if the train is traveling at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So I am wrapping this one. So if the train is traveling at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour and it is late by how many minutes? 5 minutes. So again you will get one more equation. Therefore the distance is how much? Since you know that the distance is nothing but speed into time. What is the speed in this condition, which is 50, and what is the time, which is t plus 5. So you got here d is equal to 50 into t plus 5. This is the second equation. Before we have written first equation. So write it here. From equations 1 and 2, what we got here, the first one, which is 40 into t plus 11 is equal to 50 into t plus 5. Now you need to solve this one here. So here after solving this one, what you get here? Since if you want to calculate the distance, you need to know what is the value of the time. So here 40 into t, which gives you 40t, plus 40 into 11, which gives you 440. Here 50 into t, which gives you 50t, and here 50 into 5, which is 250. Now take all the t values. 50t minus 40t is equal to 440 minus 250. What is this value? You get here 190, you will get 70, you will get t is equal to 190 by 10, which gives you here 90, here, which gives you here 19 minutes. Now here, therefore, from equation 1 or from equation 2 or any one you can take it here. From equation 1, d is equal to 40 into t plus 11. Substitute the value of t here. What will get here? 19 plus 11. So you get here 40 into 30, which gives you here 1200 meters. Therefore, write it here. Therefore, the distance travelled by the train is how much? 1200 meters. So this is the problem here. Now from this session is completed. In the next session we are going to solve the remaining problems of this exercise.